distant worlds where dreams come alive.
Okay, I'm going to show you how to write a simple basketball game that you can track points to a leaderboard. So what you're going to need for this is a script, a trigger, a leaderboard gizmo, and then some sort of little mini game that you want to score points with. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open the script, and we're going to delete the when world is started. We're going to scroll over to control, and we're going to go down to when trigger is entered by object. And then we want to scroll over to the values tab, and we're going to drag over set persistent variable to and set world leaderboard for player. Now, before we get too started on that, let's go ahead and set up our variables. So we want to go to systems, we want to go to variable groups, and we want to create a variable group. The name will just be the name of the world. So let's just say tutorial. And then you want to add to this world, turn that on, so yes. And then create. Once that creates, it's going to be like, okay, we can create our variable. So we're just going to call this points. And then we have to do a leaderboard one as well. So we're going to go to create leaderboard. And we can just name that B-ball for basketball. Okay, so back to the script. So right here, we're going to want to delete that out and also delete these. So delete those, and we're going to want to go over to operators and grab a plus sign. So now we got A plus B right there. So now we need to get persistent variable, and we're going to put that in the first slot for A. And then we want to scroll down and get that number variable and put it in the B slot. And we're going to change that to 1. Then we want to go to actions and scroll down to owner of object, which is in the player category. And we want to just put that there. And then drag the object variable into that spot, so owner of OBJ. And then I can click and hold this, and I can use my duplicate button to just throw these into these empty slots for player. Then I can click this and hit tutorial and hit points. That's my player persistent variable. Do the same here. And then the change me is your leaderboard, so we're going to hit B-ball. Turn this to true. And then where it says get persistent variable, you can hold this and drop it down to the value slot by using your duplicate. So right now it's going to be able to give me a point and set a point on the leaderboard. Now, just for a visual, you want to scroll down in the action tab to show pop-up for player. You want to hold owner of object and drag it down to this spot. And then you want to display what it's going to say. So since it's 1 point, I'm just going to have it display +1. And since it's a game, I can just do like 1 second. And then you could change the font size, the color, and all that. Play sound and show timer I usually turn off. So this sums that up for right now. So let's close that. Pull up the properties of the trigger. And you're going to want to attach that script. You want to change it to objects tagged. And you want an object tag name. So let's just call this ball. And then on the leaderboard, you want to pull up the property panel of that. And you want to hit this drop down and hit B-ball. On the item itself that's going to be entering the trigger, you want to go to gameplay tags. And you want to type the same thing that you typed on that trigger tag to match it up. So that's ball as well. Now I take my trigger and I'm going to stick it in the goal. So now when I grab this ball and throw it in the goal, I get 1 point, and it should display on the leaderboard. And that's how you script a simple mini game that tracks points. Thank you for watching.
We're the makers. We light up the night in Ryzen worlds. It's a curious dive. Pixels and code, stories unfold. With every creation, a new tale is told. From mountains to sea.